Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little article that I was reading. You know, I'm always looking into the news, different things like that. So guys, if you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. It helps us out. So the name of this article, guys, is Litecoin Price Massively Discounted, says Cryptocurrency Analyst. And this is what we've been talking about, guys, how there's been so much positivity in terms of adoption, what Litecoin's been doing, how there's proof of work, you know what I mean? Like this coin has been there, it's time tested, it's going to be there, it's listed on almost every exchange, there's big things happening with it. I mean, people don't even still understand how big Abra is, all these different things that Litecoin has been used for adoption with, and its price continues to fall. And this is where you kind of have to look at it through a different set of eyes and say, you know, is this extremely cheap right now? And is there a potential to have a huge advantage in the long term when this bear market ends and when this cycle comes to an end and the new bull market run takes place? Because trends will change, guys. Cycles will end and then the next one will come. We don't know how long it's going to be, but you got to realize we've been in this for close to 7 months now, since the all-time highs where we've just been falling and falling like that slow bleed essentially. But this market's open 24 hours a day, so that's almost like in the regular stock market, it going down for 14 months, 12 months, a year, different things like that. And a lot of the times these bear markets will last around that time, 14, 15 months in a standard market, which they can be up to 3 years, guys, but bear markets are typically shorter than bull markets are. So what I wanted to read to you here, Litecoin price massively discounted, and it says here, guys, supporters of Litecoin often tout the sixth largest cryptocurrency as silver to Bitcoin's digital gold, but one cryptocurrency says it's also a diamond in the rough. Writing in an 8-page report published on Tuesday, eToro senior market analyst Maddie Greenspan argues that the Litecoin price is trading at a massive discount to what it should be worth. Greenspan bases this assessment in several technical and fundamental factors. And guys, I also kind of talked with you about this. Right now, Litecoin's essentially 1% of the price of Bitcoin, and that's not what it's going to be. With all the use cases and everything, I really do see down the road, it may take 3-5 years, whatever, it being closer to that, 25% worth of Bitcoin, or, at least 10% worth of Bitcoin, somewhere in that range. Right now, Litecoin in comparison to Bitcoin should be anywhere from $500 to, $1,500, $2,000. And that's where, when you look for these things, these assets that are undervalued now, especially with how hard it's fallen, almost 81% from its all-time high, that's a massive retracement, guys. That's like a Great Depression retracement. If you study about the Great Depression, how much it dropped, I don't even think the stock market dropped 81%. So this has been through a huge correction, and how many more sellers are there going to be? Because now people are at the point saying, hey, I'm just going to hold my coins and whatever happens happens, because I'm waiting for the next cycle. So you almost exhaust those sellers. Not to say there couldn't be another leg down, but to that $50 mark, that could maybe be the absolute bottom, but we're going to have to see, and we're also going to have to see what this Bitcoin ETF brings. So it goes on to say technical features. On the technical side, he notes the importance of Litecoin, a proof of work, blockchain being the dominant coin mined using the script algorithm. As long as this remains the case, Litecoin will remain highly resistant to 51% attacks, since there is not enough surplus hash power to mount an assault on its network. He also lauds Litecoin's developers for structuring the cryptocurrency as a complement to Bitcoin rather than a competitor. And guys, that's a huge deal, because I firmly believe Bitcoin is that digital gold, that gold 2.0. And it's not going to go anywhere. There's only that many of them, and there's only that many Litecoin as well. It's a lower supply, and I think they're going to go hand in hand. So it says, enabling LTC to tether itself to the flagship cryptocurrency by adopting innovations such as segregated witness and the Lightning Network. So that's going to be a really big deal. And you guys can see this run and how hard these runs do come in when they happen. Even back here, this was a massive run here, guys, in terms of percentage gains, and then you had this full correction that's knocking out essentially this stilt, because we didn't build any support, if that makes sense. It was just that parabolic run up, and then we had that massive crash back down. So that's what I want you guys to pay attention to, and why I said we could be close to this bottom, because this has been completely wiped out. So it's almost like going from here and just starting fresh again. because this here, whenever you see those guys, it's not going to last. You have to have support. If that makes sense. And the RSI levels can't be up at 90, 95. No one's going to be buying that because it's overbought. So that's time to take some profits. And then here's the MACD down here, guys, if you want to take a look at that. And then it says Greenspan further argues that Litecoin has achieved more widespread adoption than many of its peers with comparable or greater valuations. LTC, for instance, has more than double the daily active addresses DAU of Bitcoin Cash, BCH, the fourth largest cryptocurrency with a market cap roughly 3 times the size of Litecoin's valuation. In fact, Litecoin's market cap to DAU ratio is among the lowest in the large cap cryptocurrency index. So another sign that is being undervalued right now, guys, suggesting that the Litecoin price is discounted relative to the coin's present level of adoption. Recent announcements such as the Litecoin Foundation's purchase of 9.9% stake in the German financial institution WEG Bank could further bolster LTC's rate of adoption. And guys, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like when this market gets turned around, I think Litecoin is going to be easily. So the trend has changed. We're in an uptrend, new cycle. I really believe once that happens, that Litecoin's going to be one of the top 5 percentage gain earners of the year, or maybe of next year whenever this takes place. That it's going to be the one, like how I think Ripple won last year for the percentage gain. I think Litecoin's going to be up there in the running. Then it says, noting that the present bear market has driven down cryptocurrency prices in relatively discriminate measures, Greenspan speculates that Litecoin as an individual asset was oversold relative to its fundamentals. That's particularly true since the Litecoin price has fallen approximately 81% from its all-time high, outpacing the 71% hit taken by the market as a whole. Given that Litecoin has an established and stable working product as well as significant adoption, this bear market of the whole cryptocurrency industry could have led to Litecoin being oversold, he concludes. So guys, that's what I wanted to bring to you. I just wanted to, kind of put this out there and say, hey, this is a massively discounted coin right now. And remember, never invest more than what you're able to lose. And also, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just here to help you guys. And I want you to kind of learn from the mistakes that I've made throughout this. I've been in it now exactly a year in cryptocurrency. And in 1 year, guys, I've learned so much. I mean, the amount of books that I've read. We've read Rule the Freaking Markets. That's a great one that I have too. I'm going to go back read that again. We did our Elliott Wave Explained. We're reading right now the Bear Market Game Plan, Japanese Candlesticks Charting book. We've just been, what's the other one, guys? Candlesticks for Beginners by Tina, what's her last name? It's really good, guys. It's getting started in candlesticks. First name's Tina Logan. It might be Tina Logan, but that was a really good one. Gets really in depth. Riding the Bear, that's another one we've been working on. So there's just so many things that you can be reading and understanding and getting better at during this bear market. And like I said, why I picked up this bear market game plan, it says strategies for success in choppy markets. And there's a reason for that, guys, because I want to understand bear markets better than I understand bull markets, so that number one, you can protect your capital in them, and number two, you can take advantage of them, because there's great opportunities in bear markets. Because if you're able to buy on the lower end when that trend's changing and you're going into a bull market, and you're able to basically sell the tops and then buy those dips when they come back down to those most likely moving average, like the 50 moving average, 100 moving average, 200 moving average. I love the 20 EMA, 30 moving average. There's different ones that you can look for to see if you're going to get that bounce off it. If you confirm, you get that bounce, you get that close, then the next leg up. So buying the dips is great in a bull market, but buying the dips is a foolish thing to do in a bear market unless you're just extremely long term and you're just dollar cost averaging in, guys. Then hey, no problem with that. I feel you. So want to bring this to you. I think it's really important. Keep your guys' head up, keep your chin up, and God bless each and every one of you, and take care.